this?
I'm not willing to change who I am.
It's you. You're the problem here.
I have every right to say what I want to say. If she wants to see you be a man, this would be it.
Are you still like 100% like I'm doing this?
Can you walk down that aisle without your mom's blessing?
I know my son. He's not ready.
Who can stand by me for the good times and the bad times? She will always right there. Hey, listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Listen, you ain't got the minerals. You ain't got the minerals, baby. Get. Are you mad? Are you what? Lean, baby. Okay. Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You already know what time it is. Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you lean? Listen, we're about to get into this session talking to you guys about family and fiancé. I think this is a great one because I'm Ghanaian. The guy was Ghanaian and the mom was Ghanaian. So that's my peoples right there. But I really want to talk about this one because I think it's a really interesting dynamic that happened in this particular episode 3. And I'm going to try and keep on top of it and try and release the videos more in sync with the time they release. So what I love about these couple is that first of all, they started off talking like best friends.
I'm worried about how they gonna act.
I'm Falasha.
I'm Chris.
And we're getting married.
Is that a rattlesnake doing a Harlem Shake?
It's so corny.
Yo, you see this snake out here getting busy?
You seriously?
Got him. We met at church.
Become lovers. You can tell by the way they interact, the way that Chris obviously is always joking with Felosi. Is it Felosi or Feloshi? With old girl. I can tell by the way he's always interacting with old girl that, you know what, there's a love there and a connect there, and there's a friendliness and a joy and a freedom between the two of them. And I think they're the only couple so far that have made it past 2 minutes before the madness begins. So I really enjoyed just kind of watching them interact and stuff, especially in the car. It was really cute. He made some funny jokes. He's quite a funny guy. I think he likes to be a bit playful, and I think maybe sometimes people can often take your playfulness for being immature, and I don't really see that in him. I see that a person who's free, who's joyful, who doesn't see life so seriously but wants to have a laugh and a joke, you know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that about them. I know that obviously you mentioned earlier on, you know, the issue that the mum and the daughter had. Interestingly enough, the daughter throughout the process didn't actually speak much.
It's
gonna happen, man.
Yeah, we need to come together.
It's gonna happen
together. I have a child, but she does love Chris like her own dad because he's been there since she was 3 years old.
I love being in her life. I see some pictures sometimes, I get real like teary-eyed. I'm like, oh my God, I remember when she was so little.
Yeah. I'm hoping to have...
but the mum obviously had an issue with... I think the mum had a deep issue with not only the son's immaturity, she claims, but more to do with the fact that her son is leaving her. And it's more to do with the fact that she places an importance on the son, almost becoming like a husband for her, and therefore he can't just leave. I think the immaturity, you know, or the attitude that he had, I think it was just an excuse to kind of withhold her blessing for him, and in the sense of the fact that, you know what, when it came down to it, like, at the point where he apologized and they were talking later on, you know, she even says, you know what, I will not give my blessing if I'm disrespected. It's not about you. You understand? It's not about you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, for me, it was like, that's why she's withholding a blessing. I think, like, she had other ulterior motives which then played and fed into this narrative which she had to keep on feeding. So for me, that's my particular stance on that. So, obviously they have the woman has a child. Felosi has a girl. I said girl or son, I can't remember. She has a child anyway, and you know he's taken on that responsibility. And I think for me, the mum really, you know what? Sometimes I think the mum kind of saw that and was like, hold on a minute, is this guy mature enough to look after this child? You know, when he himself is a child of mine. And I think that's what she probably saw, and I think that's what again drove her decision making in terms of my son's not ready. And it's interesting because obviously he's obviously standing up to the task. He's obviously a good father, and obviously he enjoys what he's doing. He's been looking after this girl for how long? Falasha obviously made a little comment. She made a little sly dig when they were talking on the couch, saying obviously, you know, her mum doesn't control her life. You know, and I do get that because obviously it's evident that her mum trusts her to make a decision.
Family. My mom is always in support of what I want to do. She trusts me with my own life. And
you're not taking shots?
I'm not taking shots at you. I'm just saying that my mom doesn't control my life, and she doesn't. I think he's a mama's boy. Him and his mom are really close, which is sweet, but it's borderline. He's her husband. It's borderline like that.
So it's kind of like one of the ones where I think the mom of Chris was probably looking at it going, this girl that's come in, she's also got a child. My son's now looking after somebody else's child. You know, it can help. It can definitely push you towards being anti the relationship. Do you get what I'm saying? Not probably to the point that she went to, but I can understand the hesitation, and I can understand the not wanting the son to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? I personally have always said I don't really want to be in a relationship with somebody who has a kid already, just because I want to be able to have that special moment with you, one-to-one. I want to be able to have that between ourselves and nobody else. But if God says something, what can you say? Shoot. Don't do that. And then obviously, she made a point, obviously, that it's borderline, he's a mama's boy.
My mom doesn't control my life, and she doesn't. I think he's a mama's boy. Him and his mom are really close, which is sweet.
In some sense, he is. And I think, again, I'm very careful in terms of how I even say that, because I think when I look at all these couples that I've said we've gone past the last 3, where's a father figure? This is very important to have father figures in this scenario. Do you know what I'm saying? And to have that father voice in your life. And I almost saw in Chris, that the lack of the fatherhood there, it can affect you. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's even a bad guy. Rather, I'll say, for instance, like when he was having an argument with his mum and he went outside, and I thought to myself, when Fiancé said, don't be too emotional.
This is annoying.
You can't let it get you emotional.
I realised that, look, we often say this when people are sensitive. When people have emotions as men, we often crush them. And psychologically, it's because, like I said, where's the father of Fiancé? He also wasn't there. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to deep it that, okay, wait. So we've got a misconstrued attitude of what men should be like. So you're saying he should be tough, but you want him to be sensitive in other parts. It's like, you're never going to get that balance without the father figure being there. So he's, I would say that Chris is coming to learn certain parts. And I really appreciate Uncle Kwame. In fact, I think Uncle Kwame was the star of the show.
There's so much stuff in your mom. Let her talk and you be in the position to listen. You want to get married, I understand. These are some of the stuff she's going to use it to tell you that you are not man enough to get married. Because the way you're responding to your mom, you're going to respond the same thing to Fiancé.
Above the couple, because of the way he dealt with issues and the way he always was trying to link the couple back to the mom and the other families. He was a real good glue.
This is the reason why we're here.
We're here, exactly.
So we're going to find a solution to this. But everybody got to calm down and let each other express themselves.
To Fiancé, her mum, Fiancé, Chris's mum, and Chris, they need that important mediator. I think that's important because I think that's why Kwame was vital. I think he played that mediator role so well because, Chris's mum was just not having it. I mean, even when she came to the house first, she was just dropping bars.